Looking at Apple on the daily and weekly time frame, so we back tested the key 100-day moving average support for the second day in a row, and it has held for a second day in a row at 99.46. We did close a few pennies above the upper Bollinger Band support, so that is maintained as support. We will look for that to become resistance, and at this point, now that we have tested the 100-day and held it twice, I'm not going to be liking a bearish entry in Apple unless we close below that level to look to consolidate a bit, perhaps fill some of these gaps. But the bulls are still in control, as we saw the S&P 500 still strong, closing at the high of the day. So resistance from here is the high we've seen on this bounce of 173 and then 101.54. And the bulls are looking fine. They just need to consolidate, and so does the market. But if it doesn't, obviously it's going to keep going higher. So 100-day moving average support is very key. Potential bearish entry if it is lost for short-term consolidation. I would anticipate a higher low of support to be found before heading back to the upper 90 level to test these levels yet again. But as of right now, it's all about the upper Bollinger Band, and it is still holding. So on Monday, make that Tuesday, that level is going to open up in the low to mid $101 range. The weekly chart for Apple rejected from the 10-week moving average resistance of 186, but did gain the middle Bollinger Band of 99.45. So we can look to these two levels next week. We can say a close above the 10-week would be bullish, and if we lose the middle Bollinger Band, it would be bearish, and that's about a $1.50 range between the two, so it is very likely that we would see one or the other occur next week. If the bulls stay strong and bounce here, we are going to see a bullish MACD cross, and you could draw a downtrend resistance line on this weekly chart, and it would be hitting right at about 105, 106. So clear resistance would be up there at that level, and that also lines up with the 200-day moving average. But again, anticipating some consolidation after such a strong move. Consolidation could come in the form of sideways trading, and if we hold this 100-day moving average, that will be sufficient to establish that higher low and then potentially continue to the upside. But obviously, a lot of impact will be placed on what the S&P 500 does next week. And make sure and check out my SPY video. There's a key resistance going to be tested tomorrow. Make that Tuesday, and we'll see what occurs. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful long Memorial Day weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday.